Welcome to part 3 of Tender is the Flesh. I'm gonna put on a soot beard for you. I'm at work right now. So it's windy and we're in patrol status all day today. So I found a wonderful tree. So for those of you that don't know much about the wildfire world, much like any first responder agency, there are busy days and there are slow days. And what we do on our slow days is just sit around, stage, and pray for a call. So I like to throw on a soot beard to increase crew morale and just have people laugh at me. We all have a good time here. This is our work day number 13 in a row, so it was kind of nice to have one really slow day. But anyway, back to the story. So they finally revealed that our main character's name is Marcos. And where we left off, Marcos was visiting his past fling, Spanel. And nothing else really came from that meeting with Spanel besides his drive to break her and find what makes Spanel tick. And then he went home. Now I know what you're all thinking. Why don't you guys just go fight the fires? Well, we have no fires to burn right now, so we're just kind of waiting for something to pop off. A lot of people are still burning things, so we're just hanging out, waiting for that call. I guess I'll wipe it off when my bosses come around. So as soon as Marcos got home, he immediately goes to the barn to check on his new female, or as they call it in the book, an FGP, first generation premium, like a non-GMO type of product. Marcos noticed that the FGP didn't have any food or blankets. She seemed cold, so he went inside and brought her a bowl of fresh food, water, and blankets. He knows he can raise her, but it's permitted by law. Although there are people who do so, and they'll eat their domesticated heads, or product as they call it. They'll eat them alive, part by part, because as they say, the meat tastes better when it's fresh. So it's like a twisted version of raising farm animals for consumption, but it's, you know, you eat a leg one day, or you eat an arm one day, and you still keep them alive. Also by law, owning quote-unquote slaves is prohibited. There was a family who was caught owning 10 branded female slaves. The news reports claim that slavery is barbaric, which was stated very ironically in this book. At this time, Marcos received a phone call from the nursing home that his father, Don Armando, is staying at, and there was concerns about his health, so Marcos hopped in the car and drove over. But whenever Marcos goes to visit his father in the nursing home, he has a personal tradition of stopping by the abandoned zoo.
See, I can't really see what
for
I'm doing right now.
Personal time. The cages are empty, the animals are loose, and this was where people killed or released their pets during the big viral outbreak. The zoo is where his father took him and his sister when they were young, right after their mom died. This is kind of where his father tried to bond with his kids during a traumatic time in their lives. This is a nostalgic location for Marcos. This is where he also states that when seniors die in old homes, their meat is sold on the black market. The meat is deemed diseased with years of medication and, you know, physical ailments that the old people endure.
There. Now I'm IA dispatchable. Oh.